it for prosperity and all that. Anyway, welcome to the show. This is Dougie Stone Radio's Introducing. So introduce yourselves, people. Oh, you're all on mute still. He's on mute. Let me ask you to unmute. Someone's not on mute. One of you's not on mute.
Well, we're not. Yeah, we're the Montagues.
That's it.
Part of the Montagues, anyway.
Yeah. We're waiting for the
3 out of 5.
We're waiting for the other one. That's great. Right, 3 out of 5 is not bad. That will do. So we're beaming out on Mixcloud Live. You'll also be watching this on YouTube. If you are, please subscribe. You'll get all these. And why not come and see us at Duggystone Radio? We beam out on Mixcloud Live. Dead easy to get to us. It's mixcloud.com/live/Duggystone Radio. And these are the shows where we introduce you to some bands that we know you should be listening to or be aware of. And thanks for Wolf and Brew, because they sponsor a lot of the shows, so we'll just do a little promo for them, which is there. And thanks for what they do for us. And if you want 10% off Wolf and Brew, go to wolfandbrew.com and type in Duggystone 10 and you get 10% off. Yeah, get some bottom sniffer, people, for your dogs. It's wonderful stuff. Right, Montagues. So we've got the what we do on the show. We'll have a chat, we'll have a natter, we'll play some of your videos while they're on. You won't be on screen. We might mute you again, and then we could take it from there. So anyway, thanks for coming on.
No worries. Thanks for having
us.
So the Montagues, where does the Montagues? What's the meaning behind the name, if anything?
Go on, Wellesley.
We were struggling for a long time. I think we came up with many terrible names. And then our old guitarist, Mike, bless his soul, basically referenced either an Arctic Monkeys song, which is it, but you look good on the dance floor. Somewhere in there's the Montagues get a shout out. And then we tried to basically work backwards, and now we say we're all peace and love, which is all true.
Yeah. Oh, cool. Okay. You know, when you said that, God bless him, rest his soul, is he dead? Or is he...
No,
he left us. He found a lovely Swedish girlfriend and moved to Sweden. He's having the time of his life.
Well, we can't fault him for that, can we? Do you know what I mean?
Do not blame him whatsoever, to be honest, no.
Excellent. So, how long have you been together as a band?
Just kind of a year leading up to, dare we say it, the lockdown. So if you delete those years, a couple of years max.
Yeah, it's nightmare, and it's affected a lot of us, affected all of us, hasn't it? You know, it's put everything on hold, and we're still suffering with it now for various reasons. And we actually stopped talking about it on the station, and we actually didn't bother with you know what I mean? We stopped going on about it because it was just like no one was interested in it, and it just winds everybody up, doesn't it? Winds everyone up.
Yeah, exactly.
Cool. So yeah, we'll get on. So if there's any questions, please drop them in. Romeo and Juliet. What's this like? Montagues and Capulets. What's that?
I think that might be the reference from the Arctic Monkeys song.
Got you. Yeah. Well, it will be because this is from Monterey or another band that's been on rock and roll. And let's see if there's any questions. Drop them in. Let's have some questions because there's a lot of people on tonight, and it's quite nice to see Janice is there, Leanne, Monterey, Jane. What's that? Jane Angel Price. She's on as well. DJ Ruger. Drop some questions. So. What have you been up to then? What's the plans? You've obviously got you've got a few tracks out there. There's some stuff on YouTube. We're gonna have some videos. So what are you currently up to? Are you touring? Are you in the studio producing? What are you doing?
We've had a hell of a busy year this year, up and down the country, which is obviously great, you know. And released a number of singles this year. One recently, last month, Come Closer. Played a huge hometown sellout show recently, and right now we've kind of took a foot off the pedal a little bit, I suppose, in terms of live shows, and we're concentrating on writing the next set of material. We were in the studio actually Monday evening, weren't we all? Just sussing out the next chapter. So yeah, we've got a busy few months ahead of us. That's for sure. And then we go back on stage in December with our friends Hague.
Excellent. So are you full time in the band, or do you do other stuff as well? Is this like your side thing till it all goes crazy, or are you doing it full time? Because
it's the second job, isn't it?
Yeah, well, we have various bands. We've had some bands on that do it full time, and they do all sorts of stuff. They do cruise ships and family holiday parks, and they do it permanent. And then there's other bands that do it as it is a second job, and it's like this. This is like it's like another thing to do on top of everything else you do. But you do it because you love it, don't you?
Absolutely, yeah.
So, oh, Manta Ray, getting all technical already. What is your recording process? So I think he means. I don't think he means how you're recording. I think he means what's the process for a track.
It's normally kind of a lot of the time. One person will come to practice or something similar with an idea, maybe a good skeleton enough for us to jam out, go on, and we'll jam it through for a few weeks, maybe change little bits here and there. And get them ready for the studio, and go through the studio like anybody else, instrument by instrument, take by take. It's all a bit of fun.
Excellent. I don't know. So what's happened to you? Someone else asked for something before. Oh, that was it. What are your influences? So who's influenced you to become? Are you all varied, or do you all follow the same sort of?
How long have you got?
Well, we've got about an hour, but we don't want to talk about that for an hour. So. What?
There's probably quite a few to throw into the mix. For me, certainly, recently it's Nothing But Thieves.
Oh yeah, play them.
Inspiration for all of us coming from North Wales with Catfish and the Bottlemen, for sure. And I think we all kind of have a range, really, of other influences. Another one of mine personally would be Queens of the Stone Age, although that one isn't fully through into our music. But I don't know if Jack or John want to jump in with their personal.
Yeah, I mean, we're all fairly. It's nice we have this kind of like umbrella which we all sit under, which tends to be like kind of the heavier indie rock or like. But then, yeah, I mean, I grew up listening to the Shadows and Don McLean, and moved to Guns N' Roses when I could play guitar and stuff.
Yeah.
And what do you do in the band, Jack?
Drums.
I feel sorry for drummers for two reasons: shoved at the back, and then they've got to carry all the crap, Oh, just turn up with my lead guitar, and then he's there 3 hours later, still packing up all his drums. Nightmare, mate. I feel sorry for you.
I don't know. Our the recent home show that we did it was a sellout. We had a stage upon a stage for Jack, so he was double up. He was like in the cockpit of a spaceship, ain't you, Jack?
Brilliant.
It was a full-on cockpit. It was amazing.
I love that. I went to a concert a bit back, and Blondie were on, and he was on one of those big centre stage. It was awesome. Yeah, let's hail to the drummers. We love the drummers. We'll play a track in a minute. Charles Motorbike's been on. Charles Motorbike Show. I don't know if he's been playing. He must have been playing stuff. He says, I really like the song Polly Anna. Please send info. So there you go.
Hi.
Yeah, cool.
So we can get that to him. He does his own show on his own Mixcloud, but he does his show on Duggystoneradio. We discovered him, and now he's gone all diva-ish. He doesn't do a show for us Thursday. It's an exclusive for another radio station. You build them up, and this is what they do to you. So Manta Ray, proper recording stuff. Love it. What else have we done? Another. Oh yeah. Jane says, what venue have you enjoyed playing? This must be a loaded question. What venue have you enjoyed playing the most so far this year, and why?
Cavern.
That's a tough one, that.
The Cavern was special, wasn't it? It was. We played the Cavern with Dave Monks from BBC Introducing Merseyside with two other fantastic bands. And just to be in that space and playing to our fan base in there it was really special.
Yeah,
that's right up there, isn't it? That one and certainly the recent one we've done, the hometown sellout. Yeah. That was like next level. That really.
Yeah.
Excellent. Well, I think what we'll do, we'll go to a track. I've got someone pestering me. There might be something wrong. And I've not really picked anything to play because we're going to go to the old YouTube now and play a video for the VT for the people out there, make it a bit more interesting. So, is there any particular track I should play? We've got Montague Come Closer live from the Cavern Club. Should we play that?
That seems to seamlessly roll on, yeah. Go for
Do
that.
you know what I mean? It's as if I wrote it, isn't it? This is how it works. I'm so professional. So let's just make sure there's no adverts on that, because we're not playing them, because they're not sponsoring us, so we're not going to play the adverts. We're going to cue the VT. We're going to shove you off to one side. We're going to play this. I'm going to make my phone call, find out what's going on, and we'll be right back after this. So with the Montagues, don't forget, go and check out Wolf and Brew. We'll do that as well. And we'll be right back after this track from the Cavern. We've just been talking about it, so how cool is that? Here we go. Take it away, boys. Come on.
It's called
Righty.
It's about the pandemic, so in that spirit, come a little bit closer. Every day is a winding road. Just come a little bit closer. You at the back, I can see you. These lights are bright, but I can see you. Come on forward, let's go. This is called Come Closer, and it's going to be our new single. It sounds like this.
Open up wide.
loving that. You just joined us. This is Duggystoneradio introducing Songs for the Montagues. And that was a live video from the cavern. And we've been joined by another member of the band. Yeah, so... Yeah. Give yourselves a round of applause, people. You are brilliant. Excellent, like it. Loving that. I thought the audio on that was fantastic. And the drumming was outstanding, man. Love that.
Oh.
So we've got a new recruit. How are you doing, man?
How you doing? You all right?
Are you always late for rehearsals as well?
I actually, yeah, I am.
I
I
don't know.
usually don't know if there's a gig on either, so I just turn up.
And that's your latest single as well, is it? I believe I've been told. Is it?
Yeah.
That your latest one? Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, good. Because sometimes the researcher and our producer gives me bum information, but that I have to be careful when I say it. But there you go. I like that. That's really good. Love it. And I thought the video was well put together, wasn't it? Nice. That really nice video. That cool. Sarah. Oh, hang on. Oh, nightmare. I'm gonna have to ring you back. So Sarah says the gig was pure fire. Such a great band live. Yeah. So she must have been there.
Thanks, Sarah.
Yeah. There you go.
Sarah.
Do you know Sarah Claire Hobson, or is she just a fan?
I think she's just a fan.
Oh, cool. Well,
Yeah,
sorry,
thanks, Sarah.
sorry, you're not
Great
just a
job.
fan. You're not just a fan, Claire. But what we're
Oh,
saying
good,
is,
yeah.
we're not connected. You're a fan, a loyal fan. It's great to have them on here as well. Drop your questions down. What's the first single you bought? Janice is asking. So there's 4 of you on there. So what is it? First, should we start with the drummer? What's the first single you bought?
That's a good question.
I was robbing my dad's CDs long before I was buying them.
Right.
And the first one I probably robbed was a Guns N' Roses Appetite for Destruction or something along those lines, I think. Greatest hits, maybe.
Excellent. Next. Anyone?
I mean, mine might be. Mine, what was mine? Probably The Offspring, Pretty Fly for a White Guy.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, I think that was it. I remember the artwork being really good as well.
Yeah, that was a pretty cool thing.
Cool. Bye for the artwork. Next one. What's
I can't remember. Mine would have been an Oasis one.
nice? Like it. I'll tell you what mine was. I'll tell you what mine was in a minute. But there you go. Go on.
I think mine was like Nickelback, How You Remind Me. I don't really remember buying anything much before then, but that was a big deal at the time for me.
Yeah. Well, mine was a vinyl single, and it was Squeeze, Cool for Cats, when it was out. I didn't buy it off a fleet. You know what I mean? That's how old I am. Yeah. My brother will claim it was his single, but it's not. I bought it. So there you go. Yeah. CDs. Yeah. Yeah, the CDs come out. So that's a single. Any other questions? So when's your next gig? You've told us that, haven't you? You said you was gigging in December, didn't you say?
Yeah, next one in books is in December now. Yeah.
Excellent. Where's that
What's it called, Al?
It's at the Motorsport Lounge in. No, it's a really cool venue that's kind of half. The ground floor is like a garage with really cool cars, and then you go up the floor, and it's a venue. It's a really cool venue.
Nice. That's nice.
To play that, yeah.
Yeah, cool. So where do you fancy playing? Where's the pinnacle that you want to be on? Where do you see yourselves being? Where you go, yes, we've made it. We're on that one.
The Apollo in Manchester for me. Well, as it was the Apollo.
I went to the O2 Ritz in Manchester last week to watch a band, and that was like, yeah, that was a really nice size, and it was all standing, with a little balcony around it. I'd love to get in there.
Yeah, wonderful. Been there, and yeah, I'm surprised you should be on the band place like that. It shouldn't be a problem for you. Should easy get into places like that. So make it happen. So yeah, some really good venues like that in there with a balcony around and everything. Good acoustics, nice places, nice buildings. Excellent. So have you done any festivals or anything like that? Any outside gigs?
Yeah, we've done plenty over the last couple of years. I mean, in terms of next year, we're hoping to get on some of the bigger ones over the country. So, yeah, watch this space.
Excellent.
We played Focus Wales a couple of years back to back now, and that's always a great festival. With it being obviously local to us, but it's a great festival to go along to because there's all sorts going on, and we quite enjoy playing that place. Yeah.
So do you all live locally? Because we have some bands on that live in different parts of the country, which would have been bizarre at one time. But so you're all local together.
Pretty much
we're spread around the North Wales coast, from like as far as Conway to Rhyl, and then you live in.
Yeah, I live in Liverpool.
Yeah,
so a little bit all over the place, but not too disjointed.
Yeah, we've got some bands that are like Wales way, and some down in bloody Bristol or something. It's like a bit of a trek. Oh, good, and a nice place to be, Wales, isn't it? So
Right.
I think it is anyway. Nice place, nice part of the country. Nice part. Let's see if we've got any more. Someone's dropped us a £5 donation in. Thank you very much. We appreciate that. Favourite song to perform? I'm being asked. It might all be different for all you. So does it? See, for me, I don't know, and I'm trying to answer the question for you. But can it be like, it's your latest single, it's your best track or your favourite track? Because you get fed up with playing the same old tracks that you've been playing for years. How does that work? What's your favourite track to play?
Nothing to Everything for me, and that's one of the first ones, isn't it? Isn't that on the first?
Yeah.
So one of the first tunes we ever recorded. That one.
Yeah, it's either that or You Got It All. I always love that so much. It's just pure energy for me. Get to move.
Well, guess what track we're going to play next? I think it'll be that one. If it's on here, is it on YouTube? Have we got a YouTube video?
Yeah.
Nothing to Everything. Is that what you just said? Is that what you just said? No.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, we'll have that. We'll have that. I'll be our next track then. Good. Well, that's good. That's it. That's it there, people. Keeps. Just hang on a second. Hello. Yeah, I'm on.
Wrong number.
So, no, not wrong number. My wife's been out today and I sent her a message. There's a lot of oil on the drive. My car that you're driving, check it before you leave, or it might be the people that have been to the house today. So she's tried to ring me 3 times, sent her a message saying, can't speak to you. I'm doing an interview. So she's obviously not read the text and she just said, I've tried to ring you 4 times. Yeah, I'm trying to do an interview. So you say, oh, all right then. So that'll be interesting later, won't it? So, yeah. Yeah, I did tell her, but she doesn't pay any attention to what I'm doing. So apologies for that, because I just thought if she's broke down or something or whatever, she's panicking. So that's why I had to take the call. I wouldn't normally do that. So
it's all good.
Threw us off then. Here we go. Oh, here we go. Are you going to do any Christmas covers? Putting in a request in for Wham. This is Sarah, your stalker.
Sarah's
Classic Sarah.
Classic.
So
I've got any plans.
Personally, I'd stay
man.
clear of them, but that's up to you as a band. But there you go. Are you going to do a Christmas cover of any tracks?
I don't believe so, but I think we'll always keep everybody, including Sarah, on her toes to say that we might do, and then there you go.
There, Wham. Well, what you might have to do, Sarah, is go to one of the gigs and maybe request it while they're there. And he might just play a little bit of it for you and not release it as a single. So it'll be like, more personal to you, Sarah. So I suggest you do that. Put a big T-shirt on, play Wham, and sing that, lads. Doesn't really go with your vibe, does it? I don't think.
I think Kyle would, to be honest.
Yeah.
Yeah, he'd go.
Here to defend it.
Oh, yeah, I've got another question. What made you pursue music? Now, this is great because the best answer I've had to this is actually in a jingle, and it was from the Superlatives. And when I asked them that question, he said, we wanted to produce music to get people chatting intense. That was what he said. That was his exact words. So, yeah, and we've got a jingle. I've got a jingle here. Let's find it for you, and it makes more sense. Here we go.
Everyone remembers, get out there. Listen to some bands, buy a tent. I'll be happy. And you are listening to Duggystoneradio.
Brilliant. That's why he wanted to make music, to get people intense. I think that's brilliant.
I like.
So what's your rationale for making music?
Apart from love just putting on live shows and entertaining people and building something with a group of good lads, like it's just an enjoyable thing to do.
Yeah, it is. I think it is. I can't play an instrument, I can't sing, but I can imagine the vibe you get. I've done some.
Playing the drums and I'll get you going.
You need to. I've got to say, stood up. They've been stood up there for 6 months. I need to get. They were there, but my lad moved them because he sometimes DJs in here, and he said, "You need to move that drum kit, Dad. I can't do my DJing." So it's going back over there, and over the winter months, I'm going to practice. So
get it on.
Love to be able to play something. Sometimes, we ask bands this question sometimes. What group or music would you put in room 101? Now, you can have a think about this. and you can either answer it or not answer it. That's entirely up to you. I'm not bothered either way. And I'm going to play a track while you think about that said question. Does that make sense? So, what band or music would you put in Room 101? So we're gonna play this track for you. Cue the VT, and we'll be right back. Hopefully, we won't get any stupid phone calls coming in.
Ready to give up. Ready to give up. Words you say are hard to take. Attain the play. You need a stage. Never give up. I'll never give up. You're full of contradiction, ego-fueled manipulation. Oh, you've gotta go. And the graveyard show will go from nothing to everything. Oh, ready to give up. Oh, ready to give up. One man's word against us all. Kick to the curb. The strong don't fall. Never give up. I'll never give up. You want equality, not monstrosity. Oh, you gotta go. And the graveyard show will go from nothing to everything. Oh, ready to give up. Oh, ready to give While you're playing, I'm still waiting. While you're playing, I'm still
Wow, there you go, people. What do you think of that? I'm liking that. I like the video as well. Let me bring you back on screen. There you go. Cool, that. Bit of a feel, few BMWs, and jobs are good. Like it. Cool.
We filmed that one ourselves.
Yeah, it's good. No, it's really good. I like stuff like that. Simple but effective. A really good video. So what's the meaning behind the track? Is there a meaning behind it? Is there a reason behind it? Or
I don't know. Well, the vocalist is an ace who actually wrote that one. So yeah, I don't know really. Good question.
Excellent.
I think tongue in cheek between us all here, we leave names out of it. It was written specifically about somebody who was gatekeeping potential new bands.
Right. Okay. Yeah, it's fine. It's fine. Okay. Room 101. That band will be going in it. Do you want to answer the question, or you're not bothered? You're going to bow out, because some people bow out, and I'm not bothered.
We know our lead singers is the 1975.
Right. Okay. Cool.
Mine would probably be some sort of fusion jazz, because trying to count it absolutely scrambles my brain, and that.
Yeah. Get that. Yeah. Fusion jazz. I know. Fusion jazz. Oh, yeah. Okay.
I think for me, any kind of new Christmas song, there's enough.
Mate,
Do you know what I mean?
I love you already because you're speaking my language. But worse than that is not the new Christmas songs. It's the same crap they bring out every year and start playing from October. Does my barn it in? Hate it. All I want for I hate it. Can't stand Christmas. Roll on the 26th of December. That is brilliant. One of my favourite days. Get all the crap out of the way. So yeah, Christmas. Yeah, you're right though. I think bands want to produce a Christmas track because they think it's going to take them somewhere else. And don't dilute your brand, people. Do you know what I mean? You're not all Cliff Richard, are you? So.
The royalties are good, I guess, if you make it as one.
If you make one that's right, I mean, look at Slade, for example. They're still eating off that since 1972 or something like that. So I get it, and there's a time and a place, but I think we just get it rammed down our throats. It's not good. I hate it. Anyway, I hate Christmas. But there you go. So that's it. Have we got everyone? Have we captured everyone? Anyone else? What you say?
I'm with all on that one.
What do you say?
I'm with Ollie on that one.
Yeah.
Christmas tunes, yeah.
Yeah, well, sorry, Sarah, that goes your wham track. You're out of it. It's out of it, Sarah. But still go to the gig. Still go to the gig because they might do it just for you as a laugh. Oh, excellent. And Eddie normally asks this question, so I'm going to ask it. It's stupid anyway. If you tour in a tour van, what kind of tour van do you tour in? That's what he normally asks. So do you tour around in a van or do you all go in separate vehicles?
Male's van, innit?
Yeah.
Van.
What kind of
We
van?
do. It's a VW Transporter, but we do tend to just throw everything in there and cram in and go down in my. I cop for it, but JT shares the driving, so it's all right.
You can't beat a transit van, and it's better when someone else is driving. So the rest of the band can. So what happens after a gig? So say you go out, out the wilds of, Wales, somewhere else. Do you have a few snifters and you have to drive back sober? Is that always a bone of contention? I've got to drive again, and you're all smashed.
Yeah, well, so most of the time we take it in turns, depending on how far we got to go.
Oh,
So,
well, that's fair. Oh, that's fair enough.
The furthest one we went to on a weeknight was Sheffield, wasn't it, this year? That's a right trek from where we're based as well. And I drove that one.
Oh, bless you.
Yeah, the Omi.
I felt like I drove it, but I didn't. It was just traumatic.
Snakes Pass.
Oh, you can't beat Snakes Pass, but it's normally full of cars doing about 30 mile an hour. You can't get past them. It's so frustrating. I hate it for that. But yeah, great road. Not very good in the middle of the night in a van. Yeah. Okay, let's see if we've got any more questions. Where are we going now? Wonderful stuff. Monterey. Last Christmas is good enough for the Manic Street Preachers. Well, there you go. Monterey, have you done any Christmas songs? We need to know. We'll check them out. I doubt it. Nothing on there. No. Okay. Oh, right. Who would you like from me? Who would you like to play with then as a supporting act? Who's up there? And you go, do you know what? It'd be great to play with them.
Nothing But Thieves.
Nothing but Thieves.
I'd second that.
Yeah.
That was instant. So yeah, brilliant. Right. So Janice, get hold of Nothing But Thieves. These want to support them, or headline them, and Nothing But Thieves can support these guys. No, Monterey. No, we've not done a Christmas track, and never will. Love that. This sometimes brings up some classics. I've had this a few times. It's come up again. Worst gig you've done, as in disasters. So it could be the worst gig you've done, and it could be we've had people where they wanted a wee and he's had to go and have a wee off stage in an ice bucket because they won't let him go off stage. So worst disasters. There's got to be loads.
Mine, no, not many. Mine this year was probably I had a few gigs where I was struggling with my snare drum. The skin kept popping out. Luckily, for some reason, fate, whoever, the gig gods, whatever it was, it was luckily towards the back end of gigs. But I can't remember if it was the London date we did, or maybe one further back home. It completely came out. I didn't know what else to do with it. And basically ended up making a duct tape snare for about half the set. I think
it was the one before London. I think that was.
Duct tape fixes everything, doesn't it? And if it doesn't, you've not used enough duct tape. That's the thing with that.
It wasn't a gig, but for me, the Nothing to Everything video that you've just watched, a lot of things went wrong that night. I mean, the practicalities of shooting in the field in the middle of the night. We had a car breakdown on the way. Jack forgot his drum stool, bless him, so he was on a garden chair or something.
I started on a spare tire and then moved to a garden chair.
We could be heard from, because we had to use the PA to play the music pretty loud to play over the top. We could be heard from about 2 towns to the
2
right
miles away,
where we were playing. One of the cars ran out of batteries because we left the lights on purpose for the video.
I was wondering that. So that's interesting. So did you actually play? I thought, because a lot of time people just well, you know, like lip sync and pretend to play. So he was actually playing the track up there.
We play over the track, so we want it to look as authentic as possible. But playing over the track means we have to play the music pretty loud, which is why we had the PA.
Especially when you've got a drummer like Jack.
Yeah, Jack isn't shy of hitting the drums. So
oh, there's the broken snare.
Excellent, love it.
So it's not. So when we make music videos, it's not normally a quiet affair. So yeah.
Oh, brilliant!
Challenge to overcome.
I think the question came out from one of the bands the other day on Twitter about, oh, do you still value video? And I'd say yes. I think it complements what you're doing as a band. And I think you can hear the music, same as doing interviews and chatting. You'll get to know you as people. But I think when you put a video on, it's something a bit different. You can watch, you can see what you're doing, and you know, you get a bit of a different. I like the videos. Yes, we play a lot of audio, but the video is, I think nowadays is vital. You need a video.
Yeah, I mean, Ollie does all of our videos for us as well. So he's the man there with the ideas. Yeah, and it's great fun doing them as well, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it is, and it's there, and you can, and that sort of stuff you can send to, you know, prospective gigs or where you want to go or anything. This is us. Have a look what we do. So yeah, especially I think that Cavern one is a real good video, real well put together, like that. Like that. We might have another video. I think we should have another video, shouldn't we? So Charles Motorbike. Have you linked up with Charles Motorbike? Have you heard of him? Do you know him? You spoke to him? No.
Not personally.
Right, we'll get Janice to connect you. But anyway, he's on Twitter, but he also he's in LA, and he does 2 shows a week, and they go on about 10 different radio stations as well as his live stream. And he goes live at 6 o'clock in the morning UK time, so it's about 10 o'clock at night for him over there. So definitely check him out. He plays some cracking stuff, and he's obviously been playing yours. So we're going to play the track that you like. Is it Pollyanna? Is that how you say it? Yeah.
That's the one. Yeah.
Right, people, we'll be right back after this. Cue the VT.
On the right side of the fence, you're red or if you're blue. If there's doubt, then there's no doubt. Anyone but you. Physically we will change. Nothing good happens to good people. I wish I could take your pain. 'Cause we are living in a dream. We are ripping at the seams. You're Pollyanna.
the Montagues, and we've got them live on, well, not live in the studio because they're not here, but they're live, and there they are. Well, like it. My mic was open then. I didn't even know all the way through that track. Good job, I won't say anything. Wonderful, love it, really like it, like your vibe, like your music, and a few people have said the videos are quality. Oh yeah, so someone said the videos are excellent and really add to the listening experience, in my opinion, because of the storytelling element. So there you go. That's a review for you. Manta Ray's been on and said, "What is your favourite guitar effect and why?"
Got to be Jack's question. That.
I change my pedal board like pretty much every gig, so I'm not great for it. But delay has to be, or echo has to be the favorite because I use it so much. But then I'm really liking that what we're using for Electro Harmonics POG. We started using that quite a lot for studio stuff and a lot of stuff live as well. So I'd probably say that as a close second, if not this top.
Excellent. Another question here from Sarah. She says, any pre-show rituals?
Normally, mine.
Burger and a pint.
Usually food last second, usually. And we're halfway up the street. We have to run back down. But or Jack disappears and shows up 2 minutes before we go on. That's definitely Jack's ritual, yeah.
So you've got that at the start. How do you decompress after a gig? Because obviously, if you've been on a gig, your adrenaline's shooting through your veins, isn't it? So what do you do to just chill out? Is it just like, oh my God, are you buzzing for hours afterwards?
Right, you can't sleep after that, can you?
Yeah,
it does depend. Yeah, some gigs you just cannot sleep after if you're super pumped and stuff. I don't think that's like the Cavern, but we were all very, very pumped, and we should have stayed over in hindsight as well. Because some gigs we stay over as well and you unwind that way.
Because
go out and have some drinks and stuff. But
and obviously there's a cost to that. So you've got we've got to stay in a hotel room and all the rest of it. Unless you get in the back of the van, and that's not really pleasant, is it either? So
no.
What else have we got? I was trying to think. I was going to think of something else then. I was trying to think what it was. Pre-show rituals. We've done that. How you unwind after a show. We've got that. Excuse me. So what would you advise anyone sat out there going, I think we'll start a band? What do you think they need to do before they go and start a band? You know what I mean? So obviously I'm not saying you're lifelong members. Oh, here we go. He's on the laugh.
Don't overthink it. Don't overthink it and just go for it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do it.
Yeah.
Write some tunes. You can't have a band without tunes. So I guess that's a
and play instruments. Yeah.
Yeah.
But so when you formed together, and obviously your people have gone and stuff like that, was it something you was looking for in individuals, or were you just saying, right, or were you friends before? Does that make sense? So you go, oh right, put an advert out, we need a drummer. Oh, you'll do. Or was there something more to it? Or did you just all meet together and just say, let's get a band?
It's a funny one really, because there's Kyle, he's not on here at the minute, so Kyle's our front man, and myself and Kyle have been doing the circuit around our area for a long time and have known each other for a long time as well. So I played in a previous band and knew Jack Wells, our drummer, from there. And so that's how we kind of got together as a three-piece, I suppose, to start with. And then there was Mike, the previous guitarist, who left for Sweden, as we said before. And then obviously Mail came in. And even though Ollie is kind of, he's not the last, he's the last member to join in terms of playing an instrument, but he's been one of the founding members of the band since the beginning, because he's always been around filming us. So there's a bit of a story there with you all.
Yeah, so Ollie, you've been in the longest and the shortest.
Yeah. Oh, that is brilliant, isn't it? You've gone along, because was that your thing? Was you?
Yeah, it was. I mean, me and Kyle go way back as well. I knew Kyle from school, and it was the early stages of the band. He messaged me to say, I want to make a music video. Do you fancy giving it a go? And he kind of knew I was into filming and stuff, and that's kind of where it all started. So then I saw the potential in the band, and just worked with the guys to try and help them out as much as I could. to get noticed, and then just kind of all of a sudden I'm now on the keyboard. So
where was it? It was EBGBs, wasn't it?
yeah,
it
was.
Yeah.
I think it was post. Was it middle of somewhere between the 2 years that happened? We went for a pint after a gig, and he was saying, "I'll be looking for a keyboard player." And I forgot how it came about, but after a drunken conversation or drunken night out, it was agreed that I will learn the keys.
Yeah.
And then join the band.
Speak for a while. It was kind of like, Ollie, why don't you just learn the keyboard and get in the band?
So you wasn't a musician anyway, and you've looked.
I've played the drums in the past, so I've a little bit of a connection musically, and I played the piano at home years and years and years ago. So it was a bit of a crash course, and Jack, our drummer, is a multi-instrumentalist. So a few sessions with Jack on the piano, and just got my head down whilst we weren't gigging because of those 2 years. And,
Excellent.
And the rest is history, I guess.
That's a brilliant story. I really like that. That's fantastic. So you've gone from video in the band to playing in the band.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Those need to be.
There's both now at the same time.
Yeah, so I was feeling sorry for the drummer. Now he's got a video, got to be in the band as well. He's got the artist. Then he's got to go away and edit it, which takes hours and hours and hours. Because I do a lot of video stuff, and that's why I do this live streaming. I don't edit it; it goes straight out as it's done. Because the post production is crazy, isn't it? It's nightmare. But you must have you've got a decent camera, you've got a decent setup, because the videos are really crisp. They look like, not saying you're not professional, but they look like you've got someone in to professionally produce them. So they are really good. They are really good. So we'll in a bit we'll round off with with a track called "That's Something." It might be the last one should we round off with that in a bit, or is there another one you want me to play? Like should do, shouldn't it?
Right. That's something's a good one. It's all Jack on the drums. That one. It was
wonderful.
It's a nice moody video.
Wonderful. Well, before I forget, we'll carry on chatting for a few minutes, but before I forget, we've been asking bands to do drops for us so we can play them on the show. So I'll give you an example of how not to do it, and they'll be going mental now because they'll be on watching. This was one we had in from Mantra Ray.
Hello, we're Mantra Ray. You're listening to Duggystoneradio. That's fine.
No, it wasn't fine. It was crap. You know what I mean? It was absolute crap. And then we got this one from it was shit, but they're on every week. But do you know what? It's clever because I play that track on I play that jingle on every show, so they're getting lots of exposure. And I got this one from Mike Stoyanov.
Hello, my name is Mike Stoyanov. You're listening to Duggystoneradio, and this might be the best morning of your life.
He's wonderful. Anyway, so that's what we've been asking artists to do, because when we do the Dougie's Atomic Dustbin, we add the jingles from different bands. So you can do it together or whatever. But basically,
hopefully Kyle will be on just in time for that.
Yeah. So we'll do it now. You ready? We'll do it now. We'll get it on. I don't think Kyle's coming on. He's not on now. We've only got a few minutes to go. So we are the Montagues, and you're listening to Duggystoneradio, something like that. Yeah. Should I count you in?
Yeah.
3, 2, 1.
We are the Montages.
You're listening to
Duggystoneradio.
Brilliant. We'll have that. Eddie will master that, and he'll get it back out there.
You'll say a word each.
Yeah. It's like hip hop, hip hop, hip hop.
You like our tunes?
That should get us rocking. So, is there anything I've missed? Where can people get hold of you? They're looking for you, or interact or book you.
All social media. It is at Montagues Music.
Yeah. It was on the Spotify
on there. Yeah, Spotify as well. The Montagues.
Yeah.
Go and put us in your playlist. That helps us.
Yeah.
Follow us on Spotify.
The usual drill. I don't think people realise Spotify, and if anyone's watching, you think, the band make loads of money because they've had 1,000 streams on Spotify or 10,000. They get absolutely nothing for it. So go to the gigs, buy the merch, buy the T-shirts. If they bring vinyl out, buy that. Go and watch them on YouTube, because they've got more chance of getting money on YouTube if you get them blasted. But yeah, I think people think that Spotify are going to make loads of money, and you don't, do you? It's just another vehicle for your music.
Exactly.
Well, I've really enjoyed my time with you. I've enjoyed chatting to you. I think what you're doing is great. I think your music's fantastic. Your videos are brilliant, and you're good guys to talk to as well. You're good fun. I can imagine the van's rocking when you're going wherever you're going. So keep in touch. We wish you all the best. We're going to round off. We're going to let you get on with your rest of your evening. We're going to play out with this track, and it's been great to chat with you. I've really enjoyed having you on. But thank you.
Thanks for having us.
Thank you.
Thank you for having us.
Excellent. And I know when I say cue the VT, it's a bit cheesy. I do it on purpose. I know. I think he was laughing before when I said that. It's just deliberate. Do you know what I mean? So yeah. For the people out there who don't understand what videotape is, you know what I mean? Cue the VT. Anyway, I'm gonna let you go on with it. We're gonna play this track, and I'll speak to you soon. You take care. Thanks very much.
I'm not the same
So that's been the Montagues, people.
yesterday. I looked outside, seeing that nothing had changed. Nothing had changed. I carry flaws and they're easy to see, but I can change when you're smothering me. You're smothering me. That's something that scares me. I can't seem to breathe. Wait, 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 wait. Don't try to change me. How can I commit without? Don't know if I can live without. That's something you've given me. Those memories, how we used to be. We care who it hurts, who it destroys. We don't care if it's true. That's the way. Wait, 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 wait. Try to change me. How can I commit without? Don't know if I can live without. Do I commit or quit, or learn to live with it? Stick with what you made, or pull the pin from the grenade? Wait, 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 wait. Don't try to change me. How can I commit without? Don't know if I can live without.
Wow. Well, that was the Montagues, people. Weren't they good? They were brilliant. No, we're not playing it again. They played it once. That was wonderful. Great to have a band. And I had Montages saying, see, it wasn't easy. I think what I'm going to have to do when there's more than one person in the band, we need to just ask one person to do it because it's difficult to sync it up and they've not practiced. But that'll be another one that'll be on the jingles, which will be like Montages, and they'll get exposure all the time. Thanks for all the donations. Thanks for pulling up. Really appreciate it. If you're watching on YouTube, this was recorded live on Mixcloud on Duggystoneradio. Come and join us there. We do different times for it, but one of the shows you need to check out, if you like that sort of vibe, is Dougie's Atomic Dustbin, which is on a Thursday morning at 8 a.m. UK time. And we normally, Charles Motorbike likes that band, and this is what he sounds like.
This is Charles Motorbike from the Charles Motorbike Show, and you are listening to Dougie's Atomic Dustbin on Duggystone Radio.
There you go. It's been wonderful. Thanks very much. If you watch on YouTube, please subscribe. Go and watch some of the other videos. Or if you're interested in what we do, go to Duggystoneradio.com. Check us out there. But the best way to connect with us and connect with our producer, which is Janice, is on Twitter. We've got lots of bands to interview, but we're always looking for more talent, and she's the gatekeeper. So go and check her out. Until next time, this has been Dougie's Duggystone Radio's introducing, and I bid you farewell. And that was the Montagues. They were absolutely wonderful. I'm going to see you, people.